In another bombshell update, Paris officials found a 500-kilogram bomb. Yes, that is a bombshell update. Found in a Paris suburb containing 200 kilograms of explosives. It caused everyone within a 500-meter radius. Meter radius. I really need to retire immediately. To be evacuated. Hey guys, Europe is such a wild place because you could be going for a stroll and just come across an undetonated Moab. That's just bad. That's just bad. That's a bad joke. Am I right, fellow European tourists? Nothing like those Moabs that are fallen because of all those wars you've had where Moabs have been used. Wrong! Moab, not in World War I. When was the Moab even fucking invented? Somebody's gotta tell me. We gotta get that, we gotta live look that up. We gotta fact check that, cause that shit, I'm waiting, hold on, it's in my notes. It says here, I have to translate it from Babylonian. It was first tested in 2003. What? What the fuck? I don't think that the bomb talk we just talked about is going to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records, unfortunately. But what will make it into the Book of World Records is an unparalleled achievement from Norm E, a YouTuber. What exactly did Norm E do to have his name echo throughout human history as one of the most talented people who's ever existed until time and the universe itself unravels and comes apart at the fucking threads? Thinking about that makes me feel an existential crisis come on. I'm being cummed on by an existential crisis. He stood still for a long time. 38 hours, in fact, which is actually a very long time. Unless you're a DMV worker where you've had to help 5 people in that period of time because of how slow and ineffective bureaucracy is and how the DMV ruins one life at a time, ruins one day, every fucking day or whatever. I have no idea. That was apparently a joke though. It really just makes me think that there are some challenges that should just simply not exist. In other news, this weekend I'll be challenging myself to eat food and drink water. That's a joke and not a real challenge. Unless you're Sneeko failing at Ramadan by drinking a Red Bull when he was supposed to be fasting. Roll the clip.
Astaghfirullah. I forgot.
Circling back to Normie real quick. This guy, by the way, this fellow Normie, this dude in this little image we're putting up right here, this guy is really interesting. He's done a lot of very interesting stuff. He performs mini records, challenges. Seemingly, he just fucking hates himself. That's what it kind of feels like to me. All of these challenges erupt from a clear belief, self-hatred, a clear North Star of just, this guy fucking hates himself a lot. 1 month in solitary confinement with no light. He did that. I assume he just didn't pay his electric bill and figured it'd make a good challenge to stream. That's a joke. That's one of the jokes that was written here. But, you know, what the jokester who wrote that didn't think about is that you would need electricity to stream. So he also has the longest time without blinking challenge. Hey guys, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if we can consider this a real challenge or just a software error in his brain. Wow. That one fell flat for sure. I'm sorry, okay. He also failed a challenge staying awake for 12 days. He failed that shit. But for real, props to Normie for challenging himself. But if he really wanted to challenge himself, he should have waited until March 27th to binge watch the new reality show, Paul American, which is a fucking travesty. It's a travesty. HBO is now funding the Paul brothers vlogs. And I got on the Gump network. I hope there's a Logan Paul subplot about suing CoffeeZilla and still refusing to adequately address the CryptoZoo situation, but a hairy boy can only dream. That is true. I wish they would do that. I wish they would talk more about, you know, the totally unnecessary. He has so much money. He could have just been the hero. He could have been the superhero. He could have been the hero at the central topic and focal point of the song. I think it's called There Goes My Hero. What's Dave Grohl's band? There goes my hero. I actually can't imagine anything I'd want to spend my day watching or making my employees watch less than this. Sometimes I make my employees watch stuff, so I don't have to. Isn't that funny? And I say, take notes and describe it for me. Tell me what it looks like. And they've had to watch that guy on YouTube spread nair on his butthole. That's right. I have a writer, Sam, who the first video he ever worked on was that fucking guy who who's just really weird. He's that Asian guy. He spreads his butthole live. Can I say that on live streams? Yeah, I can say that. He spreads his butthole and wipes Nair on it. You can literally go to his channel and just see his butthole. I went to his channel. I saw his butthole. So anyways,